Hello students and welcome back. In the previous lesson we talked about positive adjectives. What is an adjective? Hold your fingers up. Okay, Maria, what is an adjective? Very good, it's an attribute of a noun. So something we say to describe a noun, okay? And you had some homework. You had to write down some adjectives. And so let's see what you got. Luca, happy, okay, sad, red, very nice. Okay, Maria, tired, interesting, okay, very good. So let's have a little conversation. And Luca, how are you today? You're happy. Okay, very good. And Maria, how are you today? Oh, you're tired, really? All right, you're happy and tired. Okay, very good. And today we're going to do something different. We're going to talk about comparative adjectives. What do you think it means? What is a comparative adjective? Yes, okay, so a comparative adjective is an adjective that we use to compare things, right? We have two things and we have to compare them, okay? So we have to say which one is better, for example, okay? And so today we're going to talk about comparative adjectives, how to form them, okay, and main grammatical rules, right, about this argument. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so we're going to distinguish between three main categories. And so first we have adjectives with one syllable. Can you give me an example? Tall, very good, very good. All right, so tall. All right, to form the comparative, we just add er, okay? So taller, smaller. Can anyone give me another example of this? Sarah, older. Very good. So I'm older than you. You're younger than me. Okay? So this was the first rule. Adjectives with one syllable. And if these adjectives end with a vowel and a consonant, you are going to double the last consonant. So for example, big becomes bigger. Okay? Then we have adjectives with two or more syllables. For most of them, we form the comparative form using an extra word that is more. Okay, so for example, more interesting. Come on, guys, give me some examples. Yes, Luca, more interesting. Okay, more intelligent. Very good. More exciting, and so on. Okay, and then finally we have exceptions. And we have irregular adjectives. For example, good. It's a very common adjective, and the comparative form of it is, I'm pretty sure you know the comparative form of good. Better, very nice. Okay, better. And bad becomes, this is a bit more difficult, more difficult. It's a comparative. Worse. Okay. And then we have far. Okay. Far becomes farther or further. Okay, there are two versions of it. Okay, so now there is the last exception. For example, happy. What about happy? Because it ends with the letter Y. So what do we do with happy? Okay, Sarah, do you want to try? Yes, that's right. So we add I-E-R, all right, and the Y disappears. So happier. Okay, before going on with our practice, I want you to learn how to create comparative sentences using comparative adjectives and then, the word then. For example, I'm older than you. Okay, you are more beautiful than me. Okay, so it's pretty easy. You just have to use the word then after the comparative adjective and before the second object of comparison. Okay, so it's time for the guided practice, and I want you guys to form 3 groups. And so you 3 groups, Maria, Luca, and Giovanni, you are going to work together, and you 3 are the last group. And all right, you are going to watch this photo, right? These are 2 old friends, Max and Danny, and each group is going to create 5 original and creative sentences to describe this photo using comparative adjectives. You have 10 minutes. I'm giving you all this time because I want you to be very creative. So, you can obviously write Max is more beautiful than Danny, but it would be a lot better if you create original sentences, maybe funny sentences about this photo. So let's get started.